Welcome to Behind the Tone, and today I'm going to explain my main rig here. Basically what I have going on is I have a Mesa Boogie dual rectifier, which is a 100-watt head, and I have that running to a 4x12 Marshall cap. Now basically here is the sound right there of the Mesa Boogie through the Marshall cab. Now after before it goes to the cab, I have what you call a hot plate attenuator. And basically, this is at 0 decibels. I can turn down this actually to 0, but the amp isn't getting hurt by the tubes not having an outlet. And you can actually then turn the more power to the tubes and still get that nice tube sound, but not as loud. That's what an attenuator does. Now what I'm doing there. After it goes to the attenuator, from the line out, I have it going through my effects rig, which is this channel here. Right now I have the Marshall cab off and only on this effects loop. So here you got I got a TC Electronics G major, and then I have a TC Electronics it's called I don't know what it's called, but it's got basically an effects like delays and reverbs, and then I go through a sonic maximizer, and from there I go to a Peavey solid state classic chorus. Right now what you're hearing is only the Peavey and this effects loop. And so when I do that, then I can put on my delays. Here's one of the delays I'll turn on. That's called a doubler right there, a dry doubler. Here is a delay. Now it's very important that a delay comes in after your distortion device. So in this case I am using my dual rectifier as my distortion device. So if I was to put a delay before, like I have, actually I do have down here, you can see that I have a delay set up. Here's the dry, here's the delay. Because I'm on my clean channel, that sounds fine. But once I go into the dirty channel, I'll show you what that will sound like. Okay, here's my dirty channel on my dual rectifier. Now I'm going to put the delay on and you'll see how horrible it sounds. So what you have happening there is basically it's delaying before it hits the distortion device, and it's just repeating these loud distortion sounds, and it's becoming very muddied and confusing sounding. It doesn't sound good here. Now I'll give you an example of on the distortion channel with my delay set afterwards. Okay, so here's with the delay set after, and what we're going to have is this sound. So you can see that it sounds much more pure, and you can still hear the original tone. Now what I got going on here is this is all the Peavey. Now I can turn that whole rate thing off, and I can just put on the the actual Marshall from the 212 from the Mesa. Now I'm going to mix those two together. There's the Marshall. Here is the Peavey. And that's real nice because the Marshall is going to keep this original tone together, and it's going to give you a clean, real clean without delays. And then you'll have this section of the Peavey and your whole loop coming in with the delays. See, it's a real good balance there. And if you want, you could even turn down the Marshall cab and the delays up. And you can see right there it was getting a little too much on the delay side. So we'll go back to where I'm at 4 decibels, and I'll be between 3.5 and 4 on the output of the Peavey. So as you can see, with that, you still get your basic, good, solid tone, nice and tight and clear, and the delays do come in, and they are there, and they are apparent. But it gives, I like this setup over any I've experimented with, whether it's this delay before the amp, a delay in the effects loop, or like this, where you have all your delays after the amp through an attenuator. So that's it, and come again to BehindTheTone.com and drop me an email if you have any further questions. BehindTheTone.com. Thank you.